Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and please excuse me, I've all but lost my voice, but we're going to go ahead and do this anyway. Today I've got a really interesting unboxing, a really fun unboxing to share with you guys. This knife was sent in by Sandrin Knives, and if that, a lot of people are thinking, Sandrin Knives, where have I heard that before? This is all going to click here in just a moment. Thank you so much for sending this in for me to take a look at. Thanks to my generous patrons who are supporting me. There's a link for Patreon right down below. We have fun on Patreon. Check out my Patreon. And please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. I'm going to link Sandrin Knives right down in the description so that you can check out what they've got available. And then at some point, this will start populating. He reached out to me and said, do you want to check out a new version of our Torino? Oh boy, there we go, right? You guys remember that red knife where I was like, this is an interesting idea, but why the weird sort of Home Depot checkout counter aesthetic, right? Now we've got carbon fiber, which is nice. It's not a total, a complete and total overhaul from the original. I'm sure that some of you guys are looking at this and going, that looks like it was used. It actually was. So I filmed the unboxing, set it to upload, and checked tonight and noticed that the upload was still processing on YouTube. So I thought, what's going on? So I go back and check on my phone and find that the file's gone. So YouTube can't finish processing it. So I'm refilming it to share this with you guys. But after I filmed it, I proceeded to take this thing out to my garage because this is a tungsten carbide blade. And if you don't know, tungsten carbide is not steel. But it is ridiculous in the edge retention department. I thought, well, if this is mine now, I should absolutely go and really give this edge a workout. So I had tons, and I mean tons, close to 100 boxes in my garage that needed to be broken down so that I could recycle them. And I thought, I want to try this tungsten carbide stuff. So we've got some marks and things on it from the adhesive, the tape and everything. And I am really, I kind of knew that tungsten carbide would hold up like stupid well. I mean, this thing, as long as you're not dragging it across concrete, I mean, this is going to smoke steels like Maximate in terms of edge retention, right? Some of the craziest stuff that we've got out there. Not only did this thing break down all of those boxes, it's still unbelievably sharp. In fact, I can demonstrate. Now, a lot of people, you might say, oh, well, maybe he resharpened it, maybe he stropped it. I mean, I guess if you want to think that, I have no reason to do that. But this is still like, just, look at how close it got there. But this is still like easily just no problem with the pit, right? So, yeah, pretty impressive stuff. We still have a super, super thin stock here. We still have the same recoil. Oh, they call this, is that what they call this? The recoil. Let me take a look here at this. Will have a readout here. The recoil lock. Torino ceramic ball bearing action provides for a smooth opening and closing experience. A robust thumb stud provides for one-hand blade deployment. But what really makes the Torino a modern marvel is a completely redesigned mechanism we call the recoil lock. This ingenious locking system is a gift to the knife community by Knife Wonderkin. Snex 10. Oh, okay. I should have known that. I think I did from the last review. Refers to it as his power lock. Thank you, Snex, for this remarkable innovation. I mean, I do like the placement of it. You still need to use your fingernail to get it to disengage. So one thing that was a little bit disappointing, and again, this is not a review, guys. This is just an unboxing and first impressions. I will review this knife after I've spent a little bit more time with it a few weeks down the road from now. I do very much appreciate the carbon fiber scales over the very strange-looking G10 scales. And then, it's supposed to be a thin, like it's intentionally supposed to be a small, lightweight, thin knife that you can manipulate easily, in an ambidextrous way, left or right-handed. People can enjoy this knife. So I get what it is, and I think that I think the addition of the carbon fiber is welcome and, in my opinion, necessary over the kind of weird, ugly-looking Red G10. I was a little bit disappointed to see that they kept that scratchy. I mean, it really looks like a metal like a metal surface in like a shop, and the tools have been drug across it for decades. That's kind of what this looks like. A lot of people will argue, well, that's how the knife's going to end up looking anyway. But these scratches are not from me using it. No, just the adhesive marks are from me using it. The scratches are part of their finish. I was a little bit disappointed to see that was still the case, but outside of that, the knife definitely, is easy to manipulate, whether you want to do the thumb stud, forward, or just standard flick, or you want to do the reverse flick. And most importantly, that tungsten carbide it's the real deal. It also cannot corrode, or at least that's the way that I understand it. This is cool, and it was really neat to see that they changed at least the scales. Either way, this is definitely a performer. For those of you who put edge retention above everything else with your EDC knives, and you are cutting things like cardboard on a regular basis, right? This isn't going to be like, wow, it has great edge retention for cutting railroad ties, right? And like, no. But if you're somebody who cuts things like cardboard or some similar material on a daily basis, then this might be something that you really, really enjoy. It's going to be expensive, and I honestly don't know when or where exactly they're going to be available, but if you're watching this video right now, I will try to provide some link down in the description so that you guys can at least check it out. Like I said, here in a few weeks, there will be a full comprehensive review once I've had a chance to kind of gather all my thoughts, carry it, use it for a little bit, and check out what the price is going to be for sure. But you have to understand that I'm filming this quite a ways in the past. By the time you guys see it, it's been a little bit. So I don't have the ability to know exactly what the price is yet. I suppose I could just ask them. But anyways, I do appreciate Sandrin Knives. You can check out their website right there, sandrinknives.com. Yeah, that's going to be pretty much it today, guys. I hope that you were at least mildly entertained. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.